Hi guys, welcome to Listen to Your Body, and this is Violet. I want to thank all my old subscribers, for continue supporting and also continue to listen to your body. As you know, this channel is about listen to your body, and with all our food allergies, we have to really know what to put in it. So thank you for all my subscribers. Also welcome all my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome as we're taking this journey, asking the Most High to lead us, what to put in our body. You know, I want to present this video here to you. This video is about preparing for the second waves, preparing for the second shutdown. So, as people with food allergies, we think about our family, even though we can't consume the items, we still have the items that we buy sometime, but we have to think about the family. So what I'm going to do, I was going to do some canning. I was going to can some beans, all different type of beans. But guess what, guys? There is a aluminum shortage. So therefore, because of that, there is a shortage on canning jar. So they cannot get the lid for the canning jar. So hey, you go online, like 12 quart is for $60. So I'm like, no way, I am not going to do that. So I said to myself, I'm like, the most that impressed me, said the possibly impressed me, said, why don't you dry your beans, cook your beans and dry it up? And I did that. I gotta show the container. So I'm saying I'm gonna come in and share with the family, show you guys what you can do to prepare, because we gotta think about nutrients dense food. What am I gonna stock up on? What am I gonna you know secure for my family? So beans are very nourishing to the body, even though I can't have it, but my family can. But beans are very nourishing. It's high in fiber, minerals, vitamins. It's and these are super food. And this is some rice, a complete meal. So we have to target the nutrients dense food. When we go shopping, when we say, okay, what am I? Just don't go out there and just pick up a whole lot of canning stuff. Like canned beans, whatever. Because if you don't have to, and you could do it this way, the way I'm going to show it to you, do it that way. But if you can, get stuff with low sodium. But beans. So I have here, I have lentil. This is French lentil. You have so many different lentils out there. This is the red split lentil, so I have these here. And I have black soybean. Yeah, black soybean is so high in nutrients. And I know it's a controversy, with soy, but you gotta listen to your body when you eat the soy, and you gotta do your own research. Don't read the research for what it said, but you have to experience it for yourself. I know for my son, my youngest son, he have Crohn's. Like this is like 3 years ago. His platelet count was high, and that means the inflammation was high up there. And so I did some research on what to bring it down, and soybean was the number one, top one. And what it does, if it's too high, it bring it up. If it's too low, it bring it up. So it level it where it's supposed to be. And the next time I went to take some blood work, it was right where it's supposed to be. So you have to do your research. This is the black soybean. You have two type of soybean, and this is the yellow soybean. So I get the non-GMO organic soybean. That's the thing. And the thing about soy, soy is in everything. Soy in everything. So of course, if you eat something continually, you're gonna get your body's gonna get you get a reaction to it. So if you eat too much of one thing, definitely some people could just, like my husband, nothing bothers him. Nothing. He could eat anything, doesn't bother him. But myself, me on the other hand, forget it. But yes, but the soybean is like, yes. And Then I have the green chickpeas. This is green chickpeas. I got this from the Indian store. And they also have the fresh green chickpeas. You can do that, but I'm doing the dry one. I'm going to show you how. So you can get this here from the Indian store. Green chickpeas, you have a lot of variety of chickpeas. This is the brown chickpeas. Brown chickpeas. And this is the normal one that we normally see at the store. The light brown one. But you have so much varieties of beans. You got black beans, red beans, gunga peas. In Jamaica we call it gunga peas, pigeon peas. Yeah, so you got so many different varieties. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I did with my beans, and then I'm gonna walk you through the process how to store your beans, you know, without canning it, you know. So it's a very simple way, and I think it's more it's less time consuming than canning the beans. But continue watching. I'm going to show you the one that I did recently, so continue watching. Okay, family, so this is what I did. This is pinto. Oh my goodness, everybody loves pinto bean. So this is the pinto bean right here. So and this is rosemary from my garden. What I did, I went out there and I picked some rosemary and I put it in here because I read about preserving your food. And if you notice, a lot of food, like health food, you know, store and healthy food, they put the rosemary preserve in there to preserve the food. So the dry beans, you know, looks like this. And the neatest thing about this, you can always rehydrate it, you know, and when you're cooking the beans, and you can season that bad boy, season it up with your salt, your fresh herbs, you know, and put it in there. So when you dry it in the oven, all you have to do is rehydrate it. You could do your greens the same way. So don't worry about you can't find canning supply. You know, you can do it the way I'm going to show you to do it. And also, I got this from Amazon. I got this from, because I was looking for rosemary extract, the food grade one. So I found this here. So I am just going to use some rosemary leaf extract to, you know, put in there to preserve. Like I said, I have my garden, my herbal garden. My daughter made me a nice herbal garden. Thank you, Naomi. And so I'm gonna be taking that from there and put it in here. But I'm not gonna store it in the jar. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna store it in, because it's much better to store it in the container I'm gonna show you. Okay, family. So I'm gonna be using these bags to put the beans in when I, you know, dry it in the oven. So you get these on Amazon. So you just open it up, and this will last a long time and less space as well. This is not. Just open it up, put it in there, and just put a label on it, and you're good to go. So this is what I'm going to be using when I'm finished, you know, drying out the beans. So continue watching, guys. I'm going to show you, because I always, to degas the beans, you have to, one thing I notice that a lot of people don't wash the beans. You got to wash your beans. You got to wash your beans, because the beans are very dirty. And also sometimes they have little pebble in there, you know, I remember years ago I used to eat beans, and they were a potluck, and I'm chewing that beans, and I felt like my teeth was gonna break in two. There was a little pepper in there. I'm like, what in the world? So I realized a lot of people doesn't wash their beans, but you have to wash your beans. Wash your beans and sort it out, and you have a lot of bad beans in the bag. So sort it out, you know, and soak it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So continue watching. So okay, family. So this is what I'm going to be doing. So for every pound of beans, 1 teaspoon of baking soda to degas the beans. So I'm just going to do a cup now. Just to show you guys the cup. But as you can see, you gotta wash the beans. Man, look at that. It's very dirty, so you have to wash the beans. Sort it out. Look at this. Look. So sort it out. Go in there and pick out the the ones that's not good. And like I said, sometimes you find pebbles in here, so you want to make sure you sort out your beans, guys. Please. And wash it. Wash your beans. Always wash your beans. Wash those beans. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this in the mason jar right here. If you don't have a mason jar, that's fine. Just find something to soak it in overnight. Just, like I said, for each pound, use a teaspoon of baking soda. That's 1 cup. So just go like this. So put it in here. Get my water. That's it. And just cover it up and wait until the morning. This is gonna double in size. So instead of 1 cup, it's gonna be 2 cups. So beans double in size. So there's the black soybean. Then I'm gonna do the lentil. Same thing. Wash it, sort it out, and put the baking soda and the water in there. So continue watching. Let me show you. You know, when I finish with all the beans, so it looks like something, guys. So you see what happened? You have to sort it out and make sure, because look at this. This is grains in the beans. So you got to really wash your beans and sort it out, just to make sure that, you know, nothing is not in there. And sometimes the beans, you know, float on top. The ones that's good, the ones that are not good, it's float on top. So the beans like, okay, after you wash it, you know, it floats on top. So the bad ones float on top. So, you know, make sure you sort it out and wash it. Okay, so this is the green lentil. Again, sort it out. Look, this is dry. It's not good. Take it out. That stuff in here. And another thing, adding the baking soda helps with the cooking. It like lessen the time cooking the beans. Especially I used to have a hard time cooking chickpeas. One time I gave up on it. I'm like, I'm not gonna cook this beans anymore because it's just so hard to cook. But you know, perseverance, never give up. And I said, because I used to love this thing here, man. I know I'm gonna get healed. I'm claiming healing for my body, over my body, so I can consume these delicious beans once more. So just sort it out. And this is green chickpeas. Green chickpeas. I'm gonna wash it. Okay, so family, so these are the 3 beans that I'm soaking just to show you. Obviously, you'd make a bigger batch for your family, like a pound. For each pound, put a pound, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and make sure when this is soaked, I will show you in the morning. You soak overnight. Make sure you throw the water off, because a lot of people, they use the baking soda and they cook with it, so it's gonna be nasty. So you gotta throw the water off and rinse the beans and cook it. So I will see you in the morning. Good morning, family. So it's the next day. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be straining each one. As you see, double in size, right? Like I said last night, double in sizes. So double in size. Double in size. So this is green chickpeas, black soybean, and French lentil. So I'm gonna strain each one and wash it off. Wash the baking soda water from off of this. So continue watching. Okay, so I'm gonna just strain it off. Make sure you get everything. And just rinse it off properly. Like I said, a lot of people don't rinse the baking soda off properly, or cook the water with the baking soda, and they said it's bitter. So make sure you rinse it off properly. so you don't have that taste. And this is lentil, and it's going to cook. Normally it takes like around 45 minutes to cook the lentil. This is going to be like 30 minutes. So it really shorten the cooking time. So continue watching. Okay, guys, so for the lentil, I put 1 quart water in here. And then for the chickpeas, I put 2 quarts. The reason why I put 1 quart for the lentil is because it does not take a long time to cook. It's not going to take a long time to cook. So I don't want the beans to be mushy. I want to be still have that nice crunch to it. So 1 quart, and the chickpeas take a longer time to cook. So at this point, you can always add your salt, or you could put some garlic in there, onions, your herbs, fresh herbs. And you can also use, if you're totally plant-based, you can use the veggie. This is Edward and Sons. This low sodium garden vegetable bouillon cube. These are really, really good. Give it a nice flavor. So if you want to flavor your beans, this is perfect. So when you dry it out, you have that flavor, bursting flavor in it. So you can flavor it however you want to flavor it at this time, or if you want to leave it plain and add, when you dry it out later, when you do something with it, it's totally up to you. So I'm gonna put this on the stove and start cooking. Continue watching. So the next step is the beans is cooked. This one is the chickpeas. This takes around let me see, maybe around 35 minutes, half an hour to 35 minutes, and the lentil was 25 minutes, around 25 minutes. Yes, so this is the green chickpeas. So I'm just gonna pour the water in this here. And you might wonder why I didn't do the soybean. I don't have a lot of pots, so I'm gonna do this when I'm finished doing the rest. So I have this right here, the green. So I'm gonna put it on the cookie sheet, and I did add some salt to this. So at this time, you can even add your fresh herbs to it, so it could dry together with the beans. So you could put your I got me some jalapeno pepper from a co-worker. You could put that in there. Like I said, your onions, your garlic, your whatever spices you want to put in there, you can definitely add to it. So I am going to just rinse off the cookie sheet and just crease the bottom. Just grease it and put the beans on there. Sorry about that. Did add just a little bit of oil to the cookie sheet just to coat the cookie sheet. So I'm just gonna spread it out, and I'm just gonna add the beans to it. Just spread it out, and you can put like I said, like nice barbecue season to this as well. I have this barbecue season. It's really good. It's by Soup Delish. Very, very tasty. Well put together. This have dandelion root dandelion. Come on, barbecue rub. Plus, you're getting your benefit with the dandelion as well. Awesome. So check it out. Go to soupdelish.com if you want a nice barbecue flavor chickpeas. They sell barbecue flavor chickpeas at the store, so you can definitely get your bag of barbecue rub with dandelion benefit, guys, health benefits. So I am going to just spread this out. I set the oven on 250 and let it dry out. Give it after 1 hour, go and check it and see what it looks like. And I normally just put mine overnight on the lowest setting, but I'm gonna check it after 1 hour. So continue watching. I'm gonna do the same thing with the lentil. So this is the finished product. So I have my green chickpeas, my black soybean, and you guys saw this at the beginning of the video. This is my pinto beans and French lentil beans. So these are all dehydrated in the oven. You know, I did it in the oven. I have a dehydrator here, but I did it in the oven, so there's no excuse. If you don't have an oven, you could put it in the outside to dry up. But I'm pretty sure we all have an oven. So this is very easy to do, guys. So step one, buy your beans. You know, you could do organic or not organic, non-GMO. If you can't, you know, just do the best that you can and sort it out. Rinse your beans, soak it with water, put water in it, and also put baking soda. If it's a pound of beans, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So every pound of beans, 1 teaspoon of baking soda to soak overnight. Then you're going to pour that water out, wash that beans properly, then fill it up with water in the pot. Then you're going to cook it on the stove. Just follow the instruction and the package how to cook the beans, family. It's easy. Follow the instruction, but by soaking it in the baking soda, two things: it eliminates a lot of gas and also lessen the cooking time. So you're not going to cook it as long as it said on the package. So just watch it. Just watch it for your families. It's easy to do. Trust me, it is. Next, after you finish cooking your beans, step 3, throw the water off. Get your cookie sheet and you spread your beans on there. Spray it, you know, with some spray, some oil. If you're not doing oil free, you could use parchment paper. Spray it with some oil, and then you spread your beans on there. Then you let it dry in the oven. Dry it out in the oven on 250 for 1 hour. Check it after an hour. Then you look at it. You make sure it's thoroughly dry before you put it in a container, and then you just put it in your container. You can do your mason jar if you do have it, or I will be using these. This is like Ziploc bags, and it's less space, take up less space too. So this is ideal to store your beans in. Show it to you. And also some rosemary extract. You could, when the beans is dry, you could put a drop in the beans. Just follow the instruction on there how much you need to use, like a drop or 2 in the beans, and then mix it around. Or if you got fresh rosemary, it's to preserve it. You put it in, this is from the garden. I put it in there like this, fresh, and it just dry up by itself like that. So you can do either way. And also you're gonna need to just label it, or you could just put what it is on there. If you're gonna use the mason jar, you just put the date and you know what kind of beans is on there. It's in the container. So let me show this to you. Just so you could use this bag. And look, sit right there. And you know, family, they actually sell this in the store. They actually sell these beans in the store. And you could make it yourself. You could make it yourself, you know. Time is coming. We need to do stuff like this to prepare for the second wave, the second lockdown. Just prepare for the family. Prepare for your family. Prepare for the family. So just want to come in and show you an easy way where you can prepare your beans without have to use canning supply. Because like I said, this is very scarce. This is a shortage. This right here, and when you go to the store, you pay a lot of money for it. If they do have it in the store, it's not that bad, but online it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous online. So I say I'm not gonna do that. But like I said, the most that impressed me to process my beans this way, and you can another thing, when you get ready to eat your beans, you just put your water, rehydrate it with water. You can make a nice broth, you know, nice broth with. I show you the vegetable bouillon cubes, and also the chick one as well, different flavors. So you could do that. You can have whatever herbs you want in it. You just rehydrate your beans. You have a nice meal right there. Hot water, your herbs, your nice meal. And you can put a little bit of salt in there just to give it a little flavor. But that's it, fam. That's it. So I hope you guys like this video. Share this video. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.